So guys, for those who maybe they have been always looking forward for me to return in Mwanza, maybe to support Mwita on whatever any case, I see I'm not going back there. I see I'm not going back there. Why? I feel like it's kinda I'm being used in a crazy way that I'll never allow. I don't know if you can see this or you can.
So for guys, for those who are expecting Lady J to go back to Mwanza to support Mwita, in either way, he has now officially announced, he has now officially pronounced in the public, in the platform, that he is not going anywhere. He said that he has been used in several ways. He has been used to do several things, but at the end of the day, he is not achieving his dream. And also, we had when Lady J just came out on internet and saying that he came himself and just announced that he is not going back to Nyamwini. But right now, we have been seeing him going back to Nyamwini. Even in Mwanza, I really speculate. I really have this mind of thinking that he might be going back there. It might be a content, then later on, when he goes back to Mwanza, then he used another term talking about, I saw it is a good thing. Mwita was being used by some people, then I decided to come. It might be a content, and even if it is true, in somehow it is again to a lose, because it was a form of a project of him. It was a form of a project of him. And also in another way, he helped in another way. Sometimes we shall say that let's be realistic and call a spoon a spoon. And where we call a spade, let's call it a spade. He helped Mwita in one way to make him go back home to look for his biological children and to look for his biological parents. But again coming, he went and left Mwita in that platform. And he knew very well that when he was to take Mwita there, there could be a lot of money generating to Mwita, so that at the end of the day, he could have gained a lot. But what happened, it is something that he did not expected it to. That is the point blank, and that's the truth. But Dancing Grandmom, after this kind of the two people just entered in this platform, actually also Lady J just went out from this platform. He just said that he evacuates, and he went from Nyamwini and said that he is not going on. And he left the project to be picked on by Hosea and Nashon 1. These are the two people who picked the project immediately after Lady J left the project. But also, these two people, actually, they are so smart. They usually play their card so smartly. How can I say? So smart. They have already also calculated in their mind that at the end of the day is that the project of Dancing Grandmom, they are almost handing over the house. And after handing over the house, where will they go to another project? They have already calculated and saw that the best place to go is to Mwita place. First time, Dancing Grandmom was being sent to Mwanza and Yaya, just to go there. Do you people think that that process ends there? It did not end there. That it is a calculated movie. For only intelligent will just understand what Lucas the Traveler is trying to talk. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, in a very few weeks, maybe today, maybe this week or the other week, you'll see now this other group going there. After going there, they have just ventured it fully. After they have conquered it, now they will be coming back now to hand over the house. And knowing that, they have already conquered the next project. So, In another term is this. I don't see that also them, they are playing a good cards. I don't see that they are playing a good sense, because if you have just decided that let me play myself, there's no other means. You go to the same place, you continue the same project, you continue the same things that this kind of other person was just doing. The only marks a difference between this group and the other group is that they don't use heading, they don't use a stabbing head, that another war in the village, another fight has erupted, another thing has done this. That is the only situation, that is the only platform whereby I've not had this kind of the people you're talking about. But what this kind of the person is just generating is the same thing this kind of the group is just generating. The only problem where I'm going now to just rectify this kind of the other two groups, that now they have conquered Nyamwini. It is not bad to conquer Nyamwini, but why don't you people also find another platform? You know, it is not in a good way. For example, the traveler, let me use a good example. For example, Gintu is doing a certain project. Then, after Gintu now finishes or don't finish that project, then I go on that Lucas now is going to do the same thing. You think now, will I be in that platform here to perform better than him? I don't think. The only thing is just gain to gain. Gain to gain. And there is something behind their mind. That's why you saw he went there and did 1 to 3 things. But again, when we come back now to Soprano Lady, the karma has already rotated. The karma has already came back to his mindset, to his own mind. Guys, we just started this episode or this YouTube without introducing myself. My good name is Lucas the Traveler. My home is just located at the border of Kenya and Tanzania. And to be specifically, my home is just located at Nyabuansi. That's why I'm just coming live and clear from. Thank you so much for the new subscriber who joins my YouTube channel. I really appreciate, and I really say may God bless you so much and so much. Thank you so much for the returning subscriber also. I really appreciate and say may God bless you abundantly. And also thank you so much for people who are watching by but they have not subscribed. But I know very soon they will be subscribing to this amazing YouTube channel and make sure that let's grow together. It will be such a fantastic and a wonderful moment. And I really appreciate much of the people. That is all. And this kind of the video, this kind of the platform for those who are new here, it is a pure reaction video. Because we just had to rescue another channel whereby it will be pure, I'm seeing somebody calling me. Maybe I pick on the call, then we continue because I'm just using the same phone. Sorry for disruption. Even I don't recall where I had stopped from, because you know sometimes I use the same phone to shoot out the video, and the same phone to record my video. So sometimes I get why this particular video, this particular phone is getting a lot of stress. Maybe it's losing some internet, doing this and this, because it's doing a lot of work. And then I think it is 1 year time video phone. It is 1 year time. Now it has like 1 year since I bought this kind of the phone. So that is all. And another thing that I know, actually one thing that I really know is that where Lady J has already picked, after things will backfire, this kind of the people will be taking a point and make sure that they have to run it. And I say that Kalma has come appoint him because he was just in Nyamwini talking about telling people that, oh, I will just take 1 million shilling to evacuate you from this kind of the places to another place, and to make sure that you move from this place to another place. So my point of concern is that You know, you cannot be coming to one certain place talking the same thing each and every time, each and every moment. You repeat the same thing. Even people will be angry about you. So the same thing was talking about dancing grandmom, dancing grandmom. Dancing grandmom was just bad about him and very not okay. It was just a. And also when we come back to dancing grandmom, also when we saw him at Mwita, she's a very, she's not, I don't know why we call him dancing grandmom, and I think she's still young, because you saw how she hugged Mwita and she know this kind of the issues. Guys, all the travel also only saw this kind of the issue that were happening there. I think we saw them all, no, this and this, all of them. We saw how things were just moving there. So even him is somehow, when we started the video, when we were shooting the video and we talked about this kind of the issue, he is an hypocrite grandma. That's the, let's call a spoon, and that's the reality. She is an hypocrite grandma. Why do I say she's an hypocrite grandma? When a lot of things were being generated through Lady J to be brought to him, and a lot of this kind of the issue, when she was being brought, she was dancing, doing what? At the end of the day, she comes in and report this kind of the people to Lady J. And me, I was just there and wondering, do you think this kind of the people, do you think this Lady J is after helping you all? He is after a mission. And the same also those kind of the people also that they are there. They are not that they are also in their own mission. I'm going to say that they are also from their own mission. After maybe the mission they're going to be completed and going to be done, actually they will evacuate, because the mission will have to be, it will have already completed. After they have completed their mission, they will have evacuate from the Nyamwini Telenova to another place and look for another thing that should be happening and should be going on. But in another way, as we speak, you know, they want this kind of the people that when they cough, they just follow the instructions. So Lady J just met the people that he could cough and they don't follow up the instruction. These are kind of the things that happened, and this kind of the issues that actually came out. That's why you see there was a lot of chaotic issues and things never happened like that. Guys, that was the point blank. And what do you think? Sometimes I really leave my video hanging for some people just to answer. Do you think this group is better than the other group, or do you think they have the same main agenda? Their agenda is moral the same, or do you think this kind of the people, they're best than the other group? But to my mind and to my speculation is this: there is no difference mindset. The only thing is that they just rhyme to the moral the same, and they have the same criteria of thinking. Yes, guys, that is the point blank, and that is the truth of the fact of the day. And that's the truth. Because sometimes let's not hide ourselves, and sometimes let's not cheat ourselves. Now, guys, let's come back to us personally, to us YouTubers. Have been seeing a lot of things happening across, but you know, guys, right now actually it is too cold. Actually, it is too cold, but personally I think it's due to some of the it is due to some of I'm just taking here chill, you know. I like to have this one in my own house. I like having this chill at my own house. They're so important actually to have this kind of chills in my home compound. It has been too cold since we woke up, and today being on Monday, actually I know it is work time. Most of the people that are just prepared to go to work, and I personally, I'm just shooting this video. It is very late, but actually from this particular side, I'll be heading to work and to make sure that, oh, let's make it happen, and everything is just going to be fantastic. That's why when you look at this kind of the Sukuma wiki or kales, you think that they're trying up to dry, but hope so it will be fine in a very few minutes coming, because when you look at them, they're trying to dry up, but they'll just catch up with a little bit of time. They'll try to catch up with a little bit of time. That is the truth, because when you look at them, it is not it is still drying up. But you know, some of the vegetables actually have to be 100% supply. You have to be 100% to supply with the vegetable. You know, sometimes when you go and buy some vegetable, it does not bring any particular sense. Actually, it does not bring any particular sense, and that's the truth of the facts of the thing. So we have to keep on ourselves to make sure that you have at least to get some vegetables to take at home, and to take at home. That's true. Yeah, that's true. You have to take at least vegetable. You cook. Nothing to say that, oh, let me purchase a little bit of vegetable. No, you have to be 100% sure supply. Now coming back to our main discussion of the day, what is really going on and what's really happening, because we have been seeing when the party was just there, when the bridge was being launched, did you people observe this kind of the thing? I don't know if only the traveler was just keen, just waiting to observe this kind of the issue. If these YouTubers that they went back to Mora, did you saw them at that particular party? The likes of Duke, the likes of some people, did you see them? Because to understand, they are still obeying him like they are king. They're everything. It is fine. Sometimes it is fine. And we should also say that it is fine. It is fine. It is not too bad, because if you think it's good to you, it is not. But being that position of knowing if things sounds there to be worse, when you come back now to negative people, even the subscriber, they will be like, this kind of the person, once he was here, he went there, then you want to come back here, they will see that you are playing some games there. So you should stand with their. I like those people that stand with their stand. If they have said that it is a no, let it be a no. Not that you say it is a no, then later on, in a very few time, then you say it is a yes. And at that particular party, we never saw this kind of the people being welcomed the way other people they were being. Even the likes of Mayugun. Mayugun was there, yes, we saw him. Personally, I saw him there. But I think he went there just to take some thumbnails, some pictures, and some everything to keep for himself, because even the way he was he was there, even he was not welcomed. Even he is the person who just asked directly that he can be given a glass of and put his own juice there, and he put the juice himself. He was not put for, but that is the reality. But that's how things are moving on. Because if you're just waiting and people they are not make sure that everything is happening perpendicular, you should ask for yourself, and that's how things were moving by. That's how things they were just moving. Let me check out on this borehole what's really happening, because I just noticed that it has been most of the borehole they are drying up. The reason why most of the borehole are drying up is that windy. For those people who understand how this weather works, a lot of windy, a lot of sun, the borehole dries up. Let's check if actually we're going to find water. But the good thing of this borehole is that it does not dry out. In either means, in either ways, it does not dry up. And that's the reality, and that's the facts of the day, because it does not dry out. What comes, what goes, it cannot dry up. Totally, it cannot dry up. I know it has taken a quite period of time without you people seeing my daughter. Let me at least tell him hi, so that most of the people might get how to see. Maybe somebody might be thinking that, where is Lucas' daughter? She's fine. Nilikwambia ukiamka funga hiyo sweater. I'm telling him just to make sure that button. Mbona hujaenda shuleni? Kwa nini leo ni Monday? Sasa sports si shule. She's telling me that today they're not going to school because it is sports day. So I'm telling him, is it sports day, not school day? And he's telling me that she don't perform any type of game there. So I think she's still young. She'll be growing. She's still young. You'll be grow? Say hi. Yes. How is everything? Yeah? Fine. You see kila kitu yes. Nasema fa? Yeah. Make sure umevaa socks, neno uvae socks. So unasikia kuna baridi? Tafuta socks. Make sure you wear socks. And so long trouser to cover yourself. I'm telling him to have a long trouser and also socks so that it prevent himself. It is too cold actually, you see. When we have a jacket and a heavy jacket, actually it is a heavy jacket, because to make sure that you protect myself. If you don't protect yourself, who can protect you? It is only you to take care of yourself, because you understand that if you wait somebody to take care of you, it is too late. You have to take care of yourself. Guys, I really appreciate, and I really say thank you so much for always tuning in to make sure that let's subscribe and let's make sure that we move together at this journey, and we are there to make it happen. You shall say that we are there to make it success. Thank you so much for always tuning in to make sure that look at the travel, let's make it happen. And as I conclude to this particular platform, or to conclude to this particular video, we say that we are still on with our construction. We are still on with our construction. We have not paused. These are right time, because I get to understand that people now have harvested. But we don't also have hurry that, oh, we have to do this all kind of the things one or twice. We just go slowly by slowly. We usually say that we go pole pole. That is our way to make it. We don't hurry. We don't compete. We go with our own pace, because we shall say that today is today and tomorrow is another day, because today cannot be like tomorrow, and tomorrow cannot be like another day. So every day comes in its own every day comes in its own platform, or every day comes in its own way. So we shall say that we go with the own pace that actually is supposed to be happening. So guys, keep it tuned, keep it locked, as we just make sure that let's make it happen. Goodbye.